The following interview is of BP4, a producer, artist, and visual artist. The recording is from Imaginary Radio. Enjoy online.
From the corner of the web.
BP4.
I'm just gonna start off with kind of like a general question. So,
Yeah.
how long have you been making music for?
Well, I've been kind of like tinkering with music since I was about 11, but I only really started taking it seriously in 2020, so...
Okay, so like, by tinkering, do you mean like producing or like dabbling into production?
Yeah, like I just kind of had like GarageBand on my iPad and like
Oh, okay.
some other shit, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's cool. So, when you first started to take it like seriously, but actually, I'm gonna ask this instead. What do you think actually made you want to first start like making music? Like, was it something that you just want to do for fun, or was like there's some kind of like goal in mind?
I think at first when I like, experimenting with music, I wasn't really sure if it was something I was that interested in. Like at first I wasn't really sure if it was for me per se, because it was just like I just hadn't really known much at that point, if that makes any sense. Like it took me a while to really realize that I could express myself with music well, because before I was really like focusing on music, like I was mostly a visual artist, and I still am now. Like I'm going to school for visual arts, but like I wasn't sure about like actually pursuing music, so it took me a while to actually like practice making music enough for me to want to, take it seriously.
Yeah.
Because for a while it was just a hobby, yeah.
Yeah, it definitely feels like there's kind of like a wall when you first start.
Yeah.
And it takes like a long time. It takes like a lot of failure to actually feel like you can properly express yourself.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And plus, like, in like, my town, I didn't really know many musicians either, so I never really had much, like, community to bounce off of in terms of music, so it was just kind of like this thing I was tinkering away with by myself for a while.
Yeah, I get that completely. So, on a different note, I'm pretty sure you released a collaborative EP with Fairies, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, well, first of all, like, I really love that project. It's,
Thank you.
The production on it is, like, amazing. But what was it like working with Fairies and making an entire project with someone else? Was it something that you had done before, or...?
Well, like, me and Fairies, me and Jacqueline, we started working together, like, early 2020. Like, we met each other during the pandemic, like, just online. We've never met in real life yet. But, like, it's the sort of thing where, like, we met each other online, so it was easy to work online because we were just used to sending each other files over and over again. Like, a lot of the process is just, like, they'd send me, like some MIDI. I would, like, arrange it in a way. They'd send me, like, a music box melody. I'd construct a beat around that, or I'd send them a garage beat, and then they'd build off of that. And it was, like, really interesting because we were working on Sonnet 30, the EP, for, like, a while. Like, it was something that we started working on, like, the year we met, even, because...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so Jacqueline was, like, working on it concurrently with, like, all of their other projects. Like, when they were still making, like, Spider or Castle, two other projects I worked on with them, like, we were still tinkering around with Sonnet 30. It was just, like, we were having a lot of things on the go at the exact same time, and for some reason Sonnet 30 took the longest out of all of them, so...
Okay, yeah, that's cool. I can definitely hear the effort and time that was put into it. And just as, like, a side question, do you have any idea of, like, how long it might have taken to put together?
I would say, like, it took, like, from 2020 right up until 2023.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but I will say, like, a lot of the in-between time, it was a lot of moving around because Jack was just getting situated in Chicago, and I was preparing to, like, move out and go to university, and we had, like, a ton of other things on the go, too. Like, I think Jack started, like, maybe, like, 5 different aliases in that time span because they were just not sure what they wanted to do at that point, so...
That's very relatable. So it sounds like there might be more projects in the future with Fairies?
Oh, definitely, yeah. I love working with them. It's a very natural process. Like, we kind of just understand each other very well.
Well, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. And, So, going like away from that though, how much time do you feel like you spend making music? Do you ever feel like you need to take breaks to like refresh your mind? Or do you find yourself kind of like locked in, always creating?
I think I create way more than I really realize. Like, of course, there's like 3 or 4 day spans where I can't really work on much music, and I just kind of take some time to read or draw for a bit, you know? But like, even if I'm beats for music every single day, like, I'm still like writing a little melody idea or like making a stupid little beat, like just really small fragments that I'll then use for later. Like, I'm kind of always stockpiling away ideas, you know?
Yeah.
Even if I can't really finish it. And I think working throughout like 2020, like further than during COVID, was really useful for that, because I burnt myself out really quickly, but then I figured out that like I don't need to finish a song in one sitting. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I can just like, you know, just work on a small thing and then put it away into like a larger thing at some point, you know?
Gotcha. You have like a vault of just a bunch of like unfinished things.
Yeah, like small melodies, small like sound design sessions that I then chop up into like something bigger.
Okay, got you. And to my understanding, you're part of like Dollhaven, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so like, how long have you been part of Dollhaven for?
I think I was like there when it was like first created. I was like one of the first server members, I think.
Oh wow.
So I'm pretty sure it like became a thing in 2021. I feel like.
Okay.
Yeah, 2021. So it was like right when it was created, and yeah.
Alright, yeah, thank you for the Dollhaven lore.
Yeah.
And I know like Murmur is like the creative director of Dollhaven, and you also have a couple of songs with her, so what was it like working with her and like meeting her?
Yeah, Weaver is like really great to work with. Like, I feel like we have like a pretty good mutual understanding, like a good mutual taste that we line ourselves with. Like, they put me onto like so much music, especially like in the kind of indie-tronica kind of genre, and that helped me kind of develop my own direction a bit. Like, I don't know, they just like kind of understand what to go for, and they think conceptually enough where it's like they push you. It's like jarring, like they're really grounded to work with, but they still think conceptually, which makes them really suited for Dollhaven, I think, you know?
Got you. And do you think there's any other artists that you're looking forward to collaborating with in the future, or?
Yeah, well, me and Babs, 8485, we have a song in the works, I think.
Oh,
We've been
wow.
sending back demos and stuff, yeah. I'm working in another collective called DJ Troopers, and just a few people in it. I know currently I'm working on a song with Lucy Lohan, Simply Funk, and it's really good. I can't wait for it to come out.
Okay, sick. I'd definitely be looking forward to all of that.
Yeah. And as well, like,
Mhm.
a few more collabs in the works too. I'm just realizing how much stuff I've been, like, working towards, and wow,
Yeah, it sounds like you're working with a lot of people.
yeah, I'm, like, really busy. I have a song working on with Dawn DX. I have a song with Poem, I think I'm working on, and both of them are turning out really good. They're, like, pretty much finished. We're just working on album art and all that.
Alright, okay, so before you go, is there anything else that you would maybe like to say?
I think, like, the past year or so has been, like, really important for me making music, because I feel like I've finally found, like, my niche and where to, like, I've figured out my sound in an important way, and I've figured out, like, people who I work with, who I mesh well with in my sound, and just, like, I don't know, I feel like I've found my spot in the scene, if that makes any sense, and I'm really thankful for, like, where I am currently, you know?
Yeah.
Like I feel confident in where I'm going in my music, and it's, like, a feeling that I'm not really used to.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Alright, sick. But yeah, thanks so much for your time.
Yeah, of course. Also, my dog's been, like, trying to eat my hand for, like, the entire interview.
Very
So, like, yeah, if there's any, like, weird, like, gobbling noises, that's what's going on.
No, I didn't hear it.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, but okay, yeah, bye-bye.
Web